Over the 8 years of Fortnite history, there's been a whole lot of drama for us at home to keep up with. Anything from drop spot beef to scams to even hacking can blow up across the entire community. It'd be impossible to cover every minor incident, so today we're just going to be covering my personal favorites. Starting with the Repulse incident. Repulse was a pro Fortnite player hailing from OCE all the way back in Chapter 1. In his first ever recorded tournament, he placed 9th, which is pretty impressive for a career that was just starting. In the World Cup qualifiers, he placed in the top 10 5 times. 7th in FNCS finals, 8th in FNCS finals, 9th in FNCS finals, 2nd in FNCS Invitational, and a first place in FNCS Grand Finals. You get the idea. Repulse was a force to be reckoned with, not just on OCE, but the entire world. But unfortunately, in 2021, Repulse decided this was the end. And he ended his career with a solo cash cup where he placed 1,288th. But 2 years later, he was back. After playing a skin tournament and a solo victory cup, which were just a warm-up, he hopped into FNCS and absolutely popped off, never placing outside of the top 20. And eventually, he earned himself a spot in Grand Finals. But there was a bit of a problem. This wasn't Repulse playing. Actually, it was now a pretty notorious hacker named Forbes. See, Repulse decided to allow Forbes to use his account to play in tournaments and hopefully negate the anti-cheat. Forbes then decided, screw it, I'm gonna qual for FNCS Grand, a LAN tournament. But now, they had a problem. People knew what Repulse looked like. He'd been to LAN tournaments before, which meant no one could go in his place. So, an ex-Fortnite pro who hadn't touched the game in 2 years had to play it in one of the most prestigious tournaments in all of esports. But they wouldn't get that close. On the 12th of October, before any official games had taken place, Repulse and his duo Jace were disqualified and immediately deported from Denmark. But that wasn't all. Epic Games went on to sue Repulse, forcing him to not only pay back all of the prize money he'd unfairly earned, but also post a public apology on his own YouTube channel. After Repulse, I think Epic's message of zero tolerance is clear, which is another theme that carries on next up in the Bucky incident.